Alright, Casual Viking here. We are playing through the game of Thronebreaker. Where are we at? We are closing in on the end of Mahakam, I think. We're going over here. We're going to these three places and the main quest in the end. The leader of the dwarves, Brooker or something, has asked me to join him. He's quite mad with me. Not sure exactly why. Oh. If you open the family tomb, it can only mean your father has passed and now rests in peace beside me. Okay. Oh! Out on some kind of edge here. And that's over there. Yeah, has to be over there. There's the treasure. Cool. What are these guys doing?
Meve now witnessed a sorry sight. A mass funeral for miners killed due to a tragic convergence of events. Their lead caskets lay upon the snow, wreaths of hop cones laid upon them in turn. The mourners waited for the diggers to finish. The digging was tough, for the ground was frozen. As the crunch and thud of picks and shovels continued, the dead miner's foreman scrambled onto a boulder to make a speech. Angry shouts and loud booing stopped him.
You knew it! You knew they'd smell vapors, but you ordered them to keep digging till it blew up in their faces!
Make the daily quota whatever the cost, eh?
You've blood on your mitts, whoreson!
A mourner then picked up a chunk of frozen ground and threw it at the foreman. Blood spurted from the gash that appeared on his forehead. The first dirt chunk was followed by another, then by a rock, a brick. Meve realized that if she did not intervene, the foreman stood to be stoned to death.
Yeah, let's intervene.
Something had to be done quickly. Meve saw this clearly. She spurred her mount and rode into the cemetery, pushing through the throng, then stopping before the foreman, the horse shielding him from further blows.
Calm yourselves! Silence! His guilt cannot be decided here. It must!
Before Meve could finish her plea, a large rock thrown from the crowd struck her bosom, nearly knocking her from her saddle. Upon seeing this, her Lyrian escort lowered spears and drew swords and rushed at the angry mourners.
Oh, this is bad.
Shino Kren!
Isbel cried out. Her hands began to radiate a fierce light that blinded both dwarves and Lyrians alike.
Have you lost your minds, all of you together? Not had your fill of misfortune yet? Lower your arms at once.
Whether the power of Isbel's magic or the force of her appeal had the greater effect is difficult to say for certain. Either way, both sides suddenly lost the desire to fight. Meve breathed a sigh of relief, aware that if not for Isbel's intervention, a great amount of blood would have been spilled at that cemetery.
Okay, that was lucky. Hey, Isbel, finally she does something.
Well, we may have gotten a wee bit carried away. 'Tis good you brought back some order.
Oh, cool. You're actually happy with that. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go to the next point of interest. Man, I thought I was gonna kill all the dwarves there. I think that would have been unfortunate. But if I had let the foreman die, I thought, man, I probably shouldn't let the foreman die.
The Lyrians ascended the highest section of the Mahakam range. Snow crunched under their boots, cold air stung their lungs, and the wind snapped at their clothes. Meve wiped sweat from her brow and turned to Reynard.
There! By the rocks! We shall...
Okay.
The rest of her words were drowned out by a powerful blast. The entire mountain rumbled with a low, vibrating roar. The sound grew louder, echoing off the rocks, splitting their ears. The Lyrians looked around, disoriented. Few heard Gabor's warning.
Dinna just stand there! Get behind the rock! Quick! Hurry!
Oh. There's an avalanche, right?
Meve followed the dwarf's gaze and cried out in terror. The snow stuck to the mountainside had started to slide down the slope, sending up mists of icy dust. Before she could react, the white torrent knocked her to her knees, crushing her and smothering her into the ground. All she felt after that was all-encompassing cold and fear. Meve survived. The dwarves who ran to the Lyrians' rescue dug her out of the snow in time. Some of her soldiers were not so lucky. The Queen looked at their bodies, blue, frozen. Next to them lay dead horses, demolished wagons. The losses were enormous. Meve wiped her cheek. Her tears burned her frozen skin. Gabor spoke a while with the leader of the Mahakam guard patrol that had come to their rescue. His face was dour.
What the?
What? What have you learned?
I'll tell you all in good time. First, you need a warm drink, good victuals.
No, Gabor. I need to find out what in blazes happened here.
Well, it was an avalanche.
Yeah, we've established that.
Of course it was an avalanche. I'm no fool. But what caused it? What was that noise?
Signal horns. Ours.
What?
So you brought this snow down on us? Dwarves!
Well, aye, but, unawares.
Go
Explain, in brief.
on. I want to be friends with these guys.
See, we clean our mount regularly. The way menfolk shovel snow off their roofs. Otherwise, the whole shebang come tumbling down on our heads. When snow's gathered deep enough, we blast our horns to cause a controlled avalanche. Then we need to, sweep up a wee bit and the road's safe.
All well and good, but why did you decide to clean up right as I was passing through?
Wondering that myself. Schedule says next cleaning should have been a week frae now. But someone asked the route to be cleared earlier.
Who?
Meve, I'll tell you. But first, promise you'll...
Who?
Hey. Owain ep Clenvok, the Nilfgaardian emissary.
What?
Think it were meant as revenge for attacking their caravan.
The bastard. Reynard! Reynard!
Wait! Wait! I understand you're a wee bit upset, you've every right. But you'll never prove Owain meant you harm. The sly weasel will make sure he didn't dirty his own paws.
I've no such scruples. I'll find him and kill him.
And then? How'd you tell that tale to Bruva?
Yep.
Meve, you're justly taught, but for the love, just this once, let it go. Or you'll leave Mahakam with nae a scrap to show for it.
I agree.
Moments later, scouts reported Owain was camped to the north of the accident site. Meve had to decide how much she was willing to risk to get her revenge on the Imperial emissary.
I think I cannot do the revenge thing here. Okay, we have no wood. We lost some soldiers, I think, yeah.
By the elder sideburns, I'd no notion anyone was in the Vale.
Okay. Okay. Oh, here they are.
There, milady, whispered one of the scouts.
Left of the path.
Meve squinted. The Nilfgaardians had taken shelter from the falling snow under a rocky outcropping. The smell of roasting meat wafted from their campfire, and echoes of laughter could be heard. The black-clad soldiers had reason to celebrate. They had just decimated Meve's company without even drawing their weapons. Meve's gaze caught something else. A metal container into which the Nilfgaardians tossed bones once they'd been gnawed clean. It looked strangely familiar. Only after a moment did the Queen understand it was an overturned Lyrian helmet dug out of the snowy grave of one of her men.
The whoresomes.
Meve hissed.
They'll pay for this.
Meve, asking you last time, keep a cool head.
whispered Gabor.
What you want vengeance? I get it. But think of the cost. So much as a hair gets plucked from Vane's head, Brother will never forgive you, and you can kiss any hope of aid goodbye.
Silence followed. Finally to be broken by one of the scouts.
Milady, what's the order? Do we attack?
No.
No.
Said the Queen after long deliberation.
But milady! Hey!
And I know what they did. And that I shall never forget nor forgive.
Said Meve, placing a hand on her scout's shoulder.
But breaking Dwarven law only plays into the Nilfgaardian's hand, causing us to lose allies and our chance for victory.
Meve brushed the snow from her trousers and straightened her spine.
Avenge our comrades we shall. Not here, but in the fields of Lyria and Rivia.
The Lyrians resumed their march with heavy, beleaguered steps. Their paths still piled high with the snow brought down by the Nilfgaardians.
Okay. Okay. I actually passed on a battle. That's not like me.
While passing the mining settlement of Kolstock, Meve heard the sounds of battle.
Hey-oh! It's an entry, lad!
Expecting she would see monsters swarming dwarves, the Queen set off at a gallop to the rescue. Her braid blew about in the wind like a banner, showing her men in which direction to attack. The dwarves she saw, however, were not engaged in a battle against Shaelmars and Barbigazes. No, they were going at one another. Luckily, no weapons had yet been drawn, but given the dwarves have hands the size of bread loaves, this did not necessarily mean there would be no deaths.
Aye, lads!
Roared Gabor Zigrin.
What's this foolishness? Calm the hell down, damn it!
Gabor's intervention proved successful. The dwarves limited themselves to verbal jousting. Meve was no stranger to barren room talk, and nonetheless turned crimson at the dwarves' cursing. Piecing together the obscenities, Meve concluded they were debating an old quarrel about the height of a certain mountain, rather of the twin peaks atop it. One of them lay in the territory of Clan Dahlberg, while the other in the Hoogs land. Each family felt their peak was the highest, all measurements indicating the contrary being total fabrications.
Queen,
Started Gabor, nervously chewing his moustache.
they're asking if you, as yin impartial and a fair-minded wench to boot, wouldn't wish to settle their Egypt squabble once and for all.
Meve knew well that this type of age-old quarrel could easily end in bloodshed, so she resolved to help. Representatives of the two clans gave her a strange mechanism she was to use to measure elevation. All that was left was for the Queen to button her coat up to the neck and scale the twin peaks.
Okay.
I came to end this delicate food once and for all.
So that's up here, I guess?
When she and her force had traveled half the way to the first, she heard a long roar that made snow shells detach and descend. Without waiting for her scouts to return with reports, Meve drew her sword.
Ah, cool. Finally, we get a battle. Shortened battle. Okay. Alright. So one round. We like that. We like that. Man, I've been playing for like almost 40 minutes before I got my first battle here. Oh, yeah. Ah, I have problems with my Blitz. Nice. He's not Blitz. Okay, this is good. This is also okay. Trap over there. Yes, I could do that. Are we good with this? I think we are. Oh, that's not great. These guys are gonna die pretty quickly now. That means the Wagenburg is pretty useless. Do I want the Grey Ride around here? Or do I want to put out a drummer? He has no hero action. Or do I want the Wagenberg? It's just gonna die, I think. This is play 2 cards. I would like to do this first.
Left, right, left, right.
I'm gonna lose these immediately here.
Rise up, lads! They're flying straight at us!
Okay. So, do I want to play this now? What could I get from that? I could get him. I do not want him. This is good. Fire is good. Drummer is also fine. Let's... Okay, let's play this guy. We get a blitz and we get lemons. Oh, we actually got him. That's pretty awesome.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Oh, these are awesome now. Cool.
Nice start. They don't hurt.
Do I need more people now? That's the question. I can attack this, of course. Oh! I'll do one of these. Yeah, we got something. Another war wagon, actually. That's pretty cool.
Give me a time. It's a
Okay, and this kills him, I think. Cool. Awesome! Ah, he's gonna kill 2 of these, and there's nothing to deal damage to here. Oh no, it starts my turn? Oh, that's mean. Okay, that wasn't great. This is not a big problem, to be honest. I'll do this. He gets a lot stronger. And let's do him. That's also fine. Oh no, I wanted the drummer. Of course I wanted the drummer. So this does 3 damage, this does 2 damage, that will deal 5 damage. Okay, let's get it.
Again.
Gives him 3, that's pretty awesome. Okay. Oh, snap. Damage all units on an enemy row by 2. Did 4 damage to everyone. I'm a lot stronger than him still, though. Oh no, he killed... Ah, okay. Okay. I don't feel I need him. We'll do this. He's gonna die, that's fine. Okay, we got 2 arbalists here.
Arbalist to your command. I'm a monster.
Could have waited, but he might have killed him. And I also have Reynar still. He's gonna survive now. Oh. What do I have left here? I think we play this now. Gabor does a lot of damage. Blitz, I don't need him. So we do Gabor. And you know what? I'll do the bomber this time.
Oh, could my murder a pint?
Catch!
I'll keep her. I'll keep my ability here. He might just die, and he doesn't really do anything. Okay, okay. Move a random enemy to this. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, he killed my... Oh, he's over there. And he's gonna play Forager when I use him. Actually, let's do decoy on... Maybe a war wagon, actually. I think I'm fine with picking up a war wagon here. Yeah. That's cool. Let's do that. It's 4 against 51. I don't see how he's gonna deal with this. He is killing my people. Let's play this. And Gascon is getting stronger. I still have this as well. It's a forager here. Oh, let's do this. It's probably another one of these. And we play this guy.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
So I get the forager whenever I feel like it now. Boost health by the number of other units on the row and damage an enemy by the same amount. Okay. He passed. Yeah, sure. Okay, easy enough.
Take those measurements and let's be gone from this place.
The Lyrians managed to repel the monsters and reach both peaks. Upon each, Meve ordered her men to take the measurements. While waiting, she admired the breathtaking view of the Mahakam Massif. The dwarven contraption left no room for doubt. The peak within the Dahlberg clan territory was 2 feet higher than that within Hood territory.
Yeah.
Gabor was clearly displeased with the results.
Damn it all! I'd hoped he'd proved the Brewer's clan was in the right. He'd have been content to see the Dalbergs knock down a peg or two, and possibly he'd have been more inclined to help you.
Said the dwarf in frustration. Then, after a pause, he added,
Although, only you saw what the device showed, Queen. Perhaps you could recalibrate the results a wee bit?
I'm not gonna do that. Give this
Reply would be
measurements.
simple, true.
said Meve.
Yet to forget the matter would be so much harder. No, Gabor, I shall tell the truth.
Queen's tone made it clear the discussion was over. Gabor let the matter lie, and Meve's force began its descent down the mountainside.
Okay. I should have called that before I measured this. I really saw that coming. Now, there's the treasure. Yay! And we probably get a card for the multiplayer game. Yes. Oh, he spell. Cool. Or, who cares? Ah, maybe I'll play the multiplayer game at some point. I have tried it, actually.
The dwarves of both clans had been waiting with bated breath for the expedition's return and report. As soon as Meve announced the results, the Dahlbergs rolled our barrels of beer out into the square and began to celebrate. Naturally, the Hoogs were disappointed, yet they accepted Meve's results as final. At last, they had come to trust her.
Oh, that's cool.
The dwarves we need! Every hoof's the thunder heat!
But I mean, yeah. They probably knew this already.
You'd best avail yourself of some underlings. Either there if you had a wee nip of vodka. Oh, snorters of fruit are solid, but not just those in my beard. Those two.
Yeah, that's just nasty. Was that their last... Okay, there's one more point of interest here.
As Meve neared Langbridge, she ordered her bugler to announce her arrival and retired to her tent to freshen up. Gascon was already inside, awaiting her.
Ooh, Gascon. Is he a traitor?
I do not seem to recall summoning you.
In that case, I must tell you to fret not. Nothing wrong with your memory. I've come with no agenda. Spontaneously, call it, to chat.
Then I propose you leave. Just as spontaneously, call it. I must don fresh clothes. I'm to see the elder soon, and I'd prefer to not smell of horse sweat.
Doubt it'd make much difference to him. And be assured, I know what I speak of. When last we met, I found myself standing downwind of him. A pungent experience.
My patience is near its end, Gascon. Either state your business, or I shall have the guards escort you out.
Not a hint of a sense of humour. There's
Sorry.
something you ought to know. And decidedly before you meet with Bruver. The sites we cleared of beasts. I ferreted a bit. Noted something peculiar. Any notion what it was?
None. The monumental dwarven architecture, perhaps?
Bones, my dear Meve. Dwarven bones. Now, guess what I found on them?
Okay.
Wait, don't dare give me any hints. Bite marks.
Of course. After all, they've been gnawed clean of all flesh by monsters, incidentally making it quite easy to spot other markings. Ones made by axes and swords. To be certain, I showed the bones to our medics, and they confirmed my conclusion.
What?
Meaning what? That the entire clan, the Fuchses,
Did not perish due to an invasion of beasts from the depths. The monsters merely ate the bodies and occupied empty homes. Now, I shared my discovery with Gabor. And guess what he did? He panicked. He started to squirm, babble nonsense. I wager my right arm he's hiding something.
blast. Overly eager to aid us from the start he was. I might have sensed something.
Okay.
I shall have him summoned at once. And I thank you, Gascon. I won't forget this.
I trust this, don't I?
Minutes later, Gabor stood before the Queen. At first, he tried to mislead her with evasive answers, but as her pointed questions demolished one clumsy excuse after another, he had to give in.
Aye. As King Desmond said after a hefty squirt in his hose, we can't sweep this under the rug.
If you think I welcome jests in this moment, you err. My fingers itch to summon the hangman.
Right. So, it is true. I misled you. On our clan elders' orders, I was supposed to make sure you destroyed Borasham and Davor's Abyss thoroughly enough to leave no trace.
What? Why? What did they wish to hide?
Well, he was home to the Fruxes, our mortal enemies. They'd been a boil in our hideys for ages. thumb in their noses, they taking what they want when they want. And the Elder-in-Chief didn't give a ploughing whit. So to stop them, our clan, we did the unpardonable. The Ziggurat elders saw their chance and they...
Good gods. So you were responsible for the deaths of all those dwarves?
Hey! I didn't raise a finger. I tried to stop them, in fact.
No witnesses survived, meaning you must have murdered the entire clan. How?
Queen, you sure you...
I am. And you should be sure to answer in full, omitting no detail.
I love this story.
A few years back, we got pummeled by a horrendous winter. Stone-breaking frosts, whiteout storms, avalanches. Travelling a painful form of suicide. Hunger drove beasts out of their dens. Our pass was covered in the filth. Got to where they paced right outside the walls. Foxes fought a hard, bloody fight to keep the critters out of Davar's abyss. Lost near every axe-wielding dwarf they had. Only survivors had to winter at Burr's Rump. Our elders felt such an opportunity would they knock again. After killing the town's meagre guard, they set fire to it and barricaded the gates. They didn't stand a chance.
Okay, so he's from another clan than Hoover, I think.
Bastards. How in the world did the truth go undiscovered?
Once it were over, our dwarves opened the gates. Before they'd lit their pipes, starving beasts came crawling out of the pass. The stank of dead flesh was strong. The Ziggurats who came back from that never were the same. If you only gandered their gaze when they had us all take off our silence. And then...
You invented that blarney about primeval monstrosities the Foxes had awoken by mining too deep. A riveting tale, and one with a moral to boot.
What is up with Gascon being the ethical superior here? I didn't have a good word. Sorry.
The elders worried Brewer would suspect something all the same. That's why they wanted you to destroy all the evidence.
Repugnant. You claim not to have taken part, but neither did you do anything to stop the massacre.
What was that to do exactly? The elders had decided. Their dwarf would listen to me.
You might have informed the Elder-in-Chief. The guilty would have been punished.
The guilty? You didn't ken Brewer. He'd punish the whole clan. Women, children, the exceptions. Meve, Queen, I'm begging you. You cannot ever learn of this. Aye, I want a hack flame too when I think what the Elder's done. It's other way it'd bring but more pain and death.
I need to consider what's right. Meanwhile, Gascon, make sure Gabor remains our guest.
Of course. I'll let you know if he so much as rolls his eyes towards an escape route.
Yeah, this is... I don't know what to do with this. I kind of want to be a bit righteous and tell Brewer here. I want to help of these people. He's the law. So yeah, I think I'm going to tell him. Oh! Okay. We found all the golden chests. I mean, this was standard battles. Puzzles completed. 12? Man, it took 8 hours this.
Brewer stood by the bridge like a statue, arms crossed, eyes squinting. Meve sighed inside. She stood little chance of having a pleasant chat.
Elder-in-Chief, sir.
No sirren in place in here, lass. That was humans. Always out to fix things, always end up crocking them up. You think you're due glory, do you? Monster Slayer Meve? Patroness of dwarves? Bastards. What do you think? Why didn't I exterminate those beasts myself, eh? Go on, tell me.
For you.
But I didn't want it. For something in effect, damn it. So I resolved to not destroy their nests and evidence till I learned the truth of who done it.
Oh, cool.
Responded all those years expressly. Though your subjects were dying.
I didn't need no lectures from the likes of you. Justice must be served. That was worth any price. And I was close. Had leads. And now it's all gone to hell. You flooded the Boar's abyss. You brought Burrow's rump down on itself. And I'll never care who killed the Fuchses. Understand? Never!
I'm going to tell him.
I would not be so sure.
Sure of bloody what?
That you shall never learn the truth. For I learnt it just moments ago. 'Twas the Zigrins who killed the Fuchses.
Secrets. Oh no. Aye. Explain a lot, that. Ah, the snakes, worms, rogues. Why, I'll show them. All right. But you admit you've more in that pretty heel of yours than I expected. But at dinner you start thinking we'll be toasting a new friendship. You want our aid? You'll have to answer our questions. My questions. Lots of them. And they're all hard. So don't you go smiling at me yet.
Why, I wouldn't dare.
Better not. Right. Time we moved on.
Hoover set off at a brisk pace, paying Meve nor anyone else heed. The Elder's bodyguards rushed after him. Then came the Illyrian force, and at its end trudged Gabor Zigrin, hands and feet in shackles.
Oh man, I like Gabor. But he was screwing with me. I feel bad about this. Yep. What? Is this the end of this chapter? I think we're gonna go over here. Oh. I guess we need to fix our... We're missing one card now. That could actually... I could add Isbel here. She is strong, if nothing else. Let's do Isbel now. I wonder if she works in my deck. I think I need to have her on my hand. We'll give her a shot until we get something else. Okay.
Wanted to hunt monsters, eh?
Dwarves demonstrate innovative thinking in many domains. Metallurgy, engineering, architecture. Yet there is one in which they could not be bothered. Naming. For this reason, the bridge that linked the Mahakam Pass with Mount Carbon was simply named Langbridge. Meve learned it was a thoroughly fitting name. Having stopped for a breath halfway across the road suspended over a deep chasm, the Queen could see neither end of the bridge, both concealed by thick clouds.
Amazing,
whispered the Queen.
I feel as though we traversed the very sky.
The Queen and her retinue were nearing Mount Carbon when Meve heard a cry. It was Xavier.
Hold! Hold!
Meve drew in her reins abruptly. Her mare neighed and reared, lifting the Queen above her formation of men. From that height, she saw the last pier of the bridge crumbling. The dwarves at the head of the procession were unable to stop in time and plummeted, screaming into the abyss.
What's the meaning of this, God damn it?
Ruva roared.
It's the engineers! No!
Okay.
The Queen was striving to calm her spooked mount when she sensed something swish past her ear. Out of nowhere, a Scoia'tael band had appeared at the rear of the column. Before anyone could react, elven archers had felled the rear guard. The soldiers lay on the bridge's stone surface with arrows in their backs. Meve was trapped. In one direction lay the chasm, in the other, a fierce foe. She had no choice but to stand and fight.
Scoia'tael. How are the Scoia'tael up here? Okay, cool. Get another battle. Shorten battle. Extra cards. Extra cards. Okay. Shorten battle. 1 round. That's good. So do we have Ruger here? Oh, yeah, we do. Spawn to Mahakam Protectors. Resilience. Okay. I mean, resilience doesn't really help me. Hide cards. What's up here? Whenever a unit is moved to the same row as Cliff, destroy it. If this one is over here, I think this will be kind of easy. Damage an enemy by 5. Yeah, sure. Oh! Move a unit 1 row away from the opponent. Reach 1. Okay, that's good. Let's try and get, yeah, one of these. That's cool. I don't need this, I think. I don't really need damage here. This is good. Blitz with the fire, no.
Rena, you are mine.
Rena.
Grace, but we can try and fight our way through.
I mean, doesn't this just... That's an order, okay. So I play this guy.
Left, right, left, right.
This one does a lot of damage, so let's just kill him, I think. I mean, this seems very easy.
Got business for me?
Summon a random elf from it. I mean, with the flail, this is just insane. Sure.
As you command.
Oh, I should play the Wagenberg at some point here. Every 2 turns on turn start. It's fine. I mean, this is a joke at the moment. Yeah, let's move him out here.
Alright.
Why not?
Special prize. Just for you, love.
Okay, I kind of need to use him now.
One vote.
Give me a time.
That doesn't really matter, because I kill everything. Oh, man. Okay, let's just place the Wagenberg at this point.
Meve, the one they camest.
Okay. Spawn 2 Mahakam Protectors. I don't... Did they do anything special? No. Okay, so if I do this... Now I just play Brewer over here.
You poor bags can do whatever the devil please! This is Mahakam!
Now he has 5. That's pretty insane.
May your sword and arm be one.
Order destroy a damaged unit. No. This is too insane.
Again.
This must be the easiest battle I've had.
Riot!
He's gonna kill this one probably. Oh! Oh, he actually went for that one. Yeah, sure. But I thought I was standing on the cliff. Oh, his spell.
When will you ever learn?
Current boost amount 30. What? Okay, let's just... Oh, order! Oh, it's an order! I wasn't aware. So this was pretty useful.
I shall not fail! So much anger and suffering. For what?
Oh, this one. I don't like this one. Do I actually hit that one as well? I don't think so. I do not. $111. Okay.
My pain serves a purpose.
Oh, yeah. Damage it until its power is equal to the war dancer. Okay, okay, okay. Order. And you get this order back? That's pretty sick. I mean, these two
Tricks will not save you, Dwan.
Okay. We play these two.
We must trust each other. A coin never stinks, no matter how rank the pouch.
Okay, let's pass. Yeah.
No! Elena! She must die!
Who exactly? Was that the name they have for Meve?
Yes, their strength combined, the Lyrians and Dwarves managed to defeat Goscoetel. The guerrillas had weakened the last span of the bridge, turning the crossing into a deadly trap. Had Xavier, who noticed the weakened structure at the last instant, not called out, all would have fallen into the chasm. The Lyrians managed to capture the unit commander. She stood, her head raised high, and when Meve glared at her, she did not avert her eyes.
So if I didn't have Xavier, I would have lost the whole game here. Yeah. Ooh, Crow's Eye. Cool.
What is your name, Elf?
She said,
Thank you, Reynard. I know well what she said. Kiss my arse. Is that truly the best you can muster?
I'd rather show you exactly what I can muster. Tell them to unbind me.
You got your opportunity. On the battlefield. Will you not tell me what they call you? Fine. It's all the same to me. I'm more interested to know how you came to be here. Who sent you?
No one. It was my decision to kill you, and thus avenge Eldain.
Oh.
Do you remember him? The elf whom you denied a burial? Whom you left in an open field to rot? You've elven blood on your hands. The blood of the elves of Mulderwood.
Eldain was a criminal. He got what he deserved.
You call him a criminal? What do you call humans who murder our kind in pogroms? Who massacre us? What do you call Black Rayla who fought at your side? Do not dare compare us. Do not dare!
Enough. I've heard all I wish to hear.
Well, I call Black Rayla criminal. I would have executed her if I could.
I haven't. You've fallen your heat, elf, eh?
If you want to fight humans, go on and do it. You cannot talk sense to idiots, and they hear, damn it. Mahakam is and will be neutral.
You cannot be neutral. To Dwan, you are either their foe or their dog. Mahakam has stood aside sleeping long enough. That is why we struck it in its very heart. As a call to battle. A call to brethren whom you, Elder, have kept from the world too long.
I have kept him away. I've been bloody right to do so. You want to play in war, you numpties? You want to force the Pontar to flow upstream? Gang right ahead. Good riddance, I say. Gang kill, gang die if you fancy. But God's damn it, leave us alone.
This is like Switzerland.
Yeah, I should kill you. With my own hands. I should cut your throat, put you out of your misery. That's what you want, isn't it? To die? To die a stupid death? Well, I'll not grant you that. Nay, I'll lock you in a tower. Sit there 3 centuries, and you just might throw a brain.
Ruva Hoog gazed after the shadowed elf as she was led away. Meve expected him to continue fuming, cursing her, but the dwarf stood silent, and his old eyes, half concealed by brows bushy as a forest floor, showed not anger, but the deepest sadness. Dwarven engineers made quick work of repairing the crumbled bridge span.
Okay. We get some wood here, that's good. Yeah, this is a scary bridge, seriously.
Look. Mount Carbon. Damn. And I thought Novigrad was big.
So the elves are against us. Against our elder. Treacherous hounds.
Okay. I don't like this group much, but... Oh, this is huge.
Lyrian stepped inside Mount Carbon's bowels. Meve arose while looking upwards, admiring the intricately carved ceiling, gilded walls, monumental bas-reliefs carved from basalt. Yet this was no time to admire the sights. Ruva Hoog had summoned her to speak.
I thank you for your invitation, Elder.
My invitation? Choice term, lass. You wangled your way in here. Long I've lived. Never have I seen a wench so stubborn.
That's a compliment, I think.
With all due respect, do you not feel like a pot conversing with a kettle?
True enough. Changes of mind didn't come easy to me. But they do come at times. Human wars concern me not at all. So many they are, who can count them? A year goes by without one wanking king invading another's realm. A dog with scabies is less restless. That's why this morning I aimed to send you off with nothing. Not about what the clans were saying. Maybe who gives a sheep's fart? But that was this morn, before that daft wench under pups attacked.
Okay.
Nilfgaard supports the Scoia'tael, it's common knowledge. Nilfgaard uses them. Well, I may worse, and I choose to use Queen Meve.
I will not be a tool. I think he might respect me for this. But... okay, I'm gonna go for this.
I shall be no one's tool, Ruva. I fight for my land and my land alone. Lyria and Rivia.
Ah, give your hate. You can fight for a free warfield, as far as I'm concerned. Doesn't matter. My aid doesn't come with conditions. I'd like to give Nilfgaard a warning, you can. If you're going to rile my dwarves, throw them into the Scoia'tael ranks. You'll regret it, eh? But I'd like to issue the warning, but without declaring war. All clear to you so far. So, when you march out to Mahakam, you'll find a company of our foot dwarves waiting out with the gate. Officially, volunteers enlisting with you against my will. And you have to put them at the fore next time you face Nilfgaard. Want the Blackclads to break their teeth on our bucklers, get a taste of our axe blades. After that, I dare say they'll think twice before they send more Scoia'tael into these hells.
I do not... Thank you, Elder. You restore my hope that I shall have my home back in the end.
Faith can move mountains, aye. It can't do much about borders. I've watched you close, and just admit you're a plucky lass. That's enough for Nilfgaard. Can I be sure?
We will see. We shall know soon.
Volunteer troops. Play. Mahakam Mangler. Cool. Ooh, the shield breaker. That's fun.
I would like to march at once. By your leave?
Not granted. At once? What's that mean? Our laws are clear. Guests are to be sent off with a thundering feast. Even the humans.
It's the law.
Bruva, as was Bruva's wont, insisted. So the Queen accepted the invitation, but as was her wont, set a condition. The feast was to last but one night, and not, as was the wont of local custom, an entire week. All clans were to be represented at the feast, save one, of course, the Zigrins. For they had already learned their punishment. The entire clan was banished from Mahakam. An exception was made for one of their number, Gabor, who was beheaded before the day was done.
Ouch. Oh, that's sad. So I'm gonna have to meet the Sigrins later, I guess.
When the sun had retired behind the peaks, the underground city came alive with the sound of bugles, bagpipes, and horns. The dwarves emerged out into the central square and danced exuberantly, sparks kicking up from their hobnail boots. The usually crabby elder-in-chief Moog proved a cordial host that evening.
Let's drink! Lest our necks grow cobwebs!
Suddenly, a messenger arrived. Bruva lifted his copper horn to his ear and listened with a furrowed brow.
What's that? Please speak up!
When she saw a sour grin on his face, Meve knew the tidings were not good. Yet she did not suspect they pertained to her directly.
Meve, you expecting anyone?
How's that?
None says the delegations arrived at Carmen with Illyria and Ripia. Got a Nilfgaardian escort.
How dare they? Traitors. Who leads it?
My son.
Yes, sit.
Who leads the delegation?
It's your son, Willem, I fear.
Willem?
Mahakam remains neutral as regards all your squabbles. I trust I needn't remind you. So, no scrambling or shoving, and certainly no bloodshed. In fact, I'd prefer it if you...
I wish to speak to him.
I'd forbid you, but, as I said, never seen a more stubborn wench. Alrighty then, jabber away with him. Just remember, hands to yourself.
Meve spotted banners, a Lyrian eagle upon one surrounded by Nilfgaard's black rags. Her hands became fists, showing how helpless she felt. Then her son and rival, Willem, emerged from behind a row of Imperial footmen.
My. I should apologize. It seems I missed the coronation. Congratulations, my son. Who was it who placed the crown? General Ebdahi?
Count Caldwell.
Of course.
Ah, yes. Our elder statesman. Why have you come here, of all places? To acquire arms for Nilfgaard?
As my official mission, yes. Yet unofficially, I wish to speak with you. I trust you've had tidings from the field. Dead turned to ash and dust. Vizimir murdered Redania in chaos. Folter's forced to strike a pact by his vassals betrayed, hence all they say.
Foltas, that's the king of... I don't remember.
This
Okay.
limerick, will it come to a point?
Why, yes. To the same as this war. Mother, I beg you, you must see it. Nilfgaard's victory is inevitable. Surrender now, and I shall show you mercy. But for later it'll be too late.
This is before the Witcher games and the Witcher series, so I'm pretty sure I'll win, to be honest.
There will be no later. We shall repel them, drive them south at the point of our pikes.
It's this we, Mother. Who precisely do you mean? You stand alone.
Better to stand alone.
I
than
prefer
with
to
the
stand
Tsar.
alone over standing with Nilfgaard, with the invader, as you do.
Have some
Mother,
honor.
in declaring for the Empire, I saved the lives of thousands of our subjects.
And in so doing, our honour lost.
Folk who had their huts burned down care deeply about our honour. Is that truly your belief? When I was crowned, I found you to ride, but that makes it no less true. I swore the good of my subjects would guide me. And a war we are doomed to lose cannot in any way benefit them.
I'm gonna win, son.
And slavery can. You know well the Blackclads put peasants in chains, like cattle.
Reprehensible, I agree, but...
But what?
And resettlement? Forced labour? Cruel laws that make death the punishment for the slightest offences? Are those benefits? Well, answer me!
I say I will not sway you, Mother. A shame, though I take comfort in the fact I tried. Now, here's you.
Oh no, I, not you, will decide when this conversation is over.
Oh, have we anything else to discuss?
Did you hear they tried to kill me?
Are you perhaps aware that the Nilfgaardians tried to kill me?
No, I heard only about an avalanche.
Which tumbled down through no small effort of an Imperial envoy.
Never would I have agreed to such a heinous act.
I believe you.
I'm heartened that, despite all we...
I believe you because I believe the Nilfgaardians would never have asked your opinion. Think on it, son. Are you their ally or their tool? Can you ever be sure?
I'm the king of Lyria and Rivia. To serve my subjects' best interests, I'm prepared to make even the most painful concessions. Might I leave now? Or is there more?
Naturally. How did you know you would find me here?
I received Nilfgaardian reports to the effect that you've been seen in the past.
Oh, roses are red and so are your cheeks, my son. As ever when you're caught in a lie. Lyria is 2 weeks' travel hence. Had you received word only once I was here, we'd have been long gone from Mahakam by the time you assembled a force and completed the march. No. You were forewarned of our intended route. It means I've a traitor in my ranks. Not another one. Get out of my sight, villain. And pray we only ever face one another on neutral ground.
Meve struggled inside not to turn and gaze once more at her son. He changed since they'd last faced each other, grown manlier, and he wore the crown well.
Okay.
The Queen returned to the banquet hall. Her advisors shot her questioning glances, curious what she had discussed with Hoover. But Meve decided to keep the details to herself. One of them wore a Nilfgaardian lead around his neck. Until she knew who, she would have to remain vigilant.
It can't be Reynard.
Feasting's done, Reynard. We must consider our next move.
That would be the biggest surprise.
I've thought on it, Your Grace. We're strength enough to hit the foe, but still not the numbers to face him in open battle.
So what do you propose?
Redania?
This war we cannot win alone, nor even with the dwarf at our side. But if we secure a victory, small yet symbolic, so we shall show the other realms of the north all is not yet lost. Thus, I propose we attack behind the front lines, somewhere well clear of any major Imperial force.
Where would you suggest?
I'm considering Angren. To begin with, the thickly wooded marshy land, always helpful in clandestine operations. Secondly, a land strategically important, as it's the chief source of building material for Nilfgaard's fleets.
All too little, I fear. Since we require a victory that would be symbolic, we must strike where it shall hurt. And Angren
Just recently welcomed a new regent in the person of Count Coldwell, my third argument. Naturally, if your majesty wishes, I'm prepared to present alternatives to this.
Oh, we want to get Count Coldwell.
No need. We march at dawn.
Meve had toiled, cajoled, persuaded, and gained the dwarf's support. She left Mahakam strengthened markedly. Even so, the Queen was in a foul mood. For it was clear a traitor, a viper, nested among the Lyrians. Someone who had conveyed the Queen's plans to her foe. From this moment on, Meve would need to weigh every word she uttered, even in the presence of her closest associates.
Your Grace, we must put our course forward. Shall we take the western passage into Angren, or...
Not now.
When then? Dawn approaches, yet we know nothing of where.
I will not repeat myself.
The Queen knew she would learn the traitor's identity in the end. If need be, she would tear the name from the throat of another turncoat, Count Coldwell. Meve drooled at the prospect of seeing Coldwell in chains, and then passing him to the hangman.
Saddle the horses. I shall take the fall.
The time for diplomacy, for preparations and negotiations had gone. Meve was to attack her foe at last, and she could not wait to do so.
We have the high ground. Got an achievement there. Cool, cool, cool.
At long last, Meve's force reached Angren's marshy woods. Penelope, but no, count yourself lucky.
You certain we haven't lost our way?
Alas, here there is no way. Continue south, that's all.
South, meaning the bottom.
Should you ever venture there, I offer you this advice. Do your utmost to make no noise. But also, his comrades cried out, reached out, but alas, amidst frothing waters they heard bones cracking, the moan of metal bent and crushed.
What the bloody hell, what was that?
Rather not know, personally.
Hold your positions! Arms at the ready!
It was a glusty war, and one of many the Lyrians would encounter along their path. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. At last, Meve and her force stood upon the Yaruga's bank. To find and punish the traitor Coldwell, they would have to cross the river. Yet the sole bridge nearby was in Nilfgaard's hands.
Okay.
Some new reports require your attention.
Okay, so we are gonna end it here. And we are done with Mahakam. Now, I'm wondering, my traitor was supposed to bring me somewhere, and Reynard brought me here. We'll see. We'll see in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching. Push that subscribe button, and we go into the swampland in the next installment of this playthrough. Yeah. Goodbye.